Hello and welcome to Melody Joy Quilts. I'm excited to announce my first collaboration. There is a new fabric store in our area called Stitch Sparkle, and I went in and introduced myself. They did not have a sample maker yet. I showed them some samples of my work, and we were able to work out a collaboration where they give me fabric and I make samples for their store. And honestly, it was like my wildest dream come true. So yesterday, the lady at the store gave me this nice giant bag full of fabric, and I'm going to do a little unbagging here to show you. Having free creative license, and I have permission to film anything I make with these and put them on my YouTube and Instagram. So this is just super exciting for me as someone who loves to create. Having all of these beautiful fabrics to sew with and having just full creative license to make whatever strikes my fancy is just like a dream come true. So these cottons here are called their embroidered line. These are all from Singer, and so it's different solid color fabrics with a contrasting embroidery. I've already used some of that green and yellow one, and I really like it a lot. Okay, next in this bag we have some of the Singer batik line, and so this batik has a lot of pinks and purples, and I'm not sure yet what I'm going to make with this, but there's a lot of nice bright happy colors in this. This batik is very soft. Sometimes I feel like batiks can be kind of stiff, but this one has a nice softness to it. And it's the different shades of blue. So we have a pinkish purple one that has a lot of blue. This next one's kind of on a darker background, like a darker navy background with kind of a tannish gray print on it. Looks very beachy to me because of the kind of tans and blues. Reminds me of like going to the beach or the ocean. Okay. This one might be my favorite. Teals, purples, hot pinks, all in one piece of fabric. I love all these colors. Lots of room for the imagination here. That is just so pretty. I don't know if it's coming across on camera, but the colors in this are really beautiful. That one excites me. Sometimes a fabric just speaks to you, and that particular print was speaking to me. Now this one looks more fall to me because of the oranges and the browns. So that one looks more like fall leaves when the seasons change. Still has a very nice softness to it. I thought at this point I was done with batiks and was looking to see what was next in the bag. And then I was like, oh, wait, more batiks. And actually, this kind of teal and aqua with all the blues, I think would go nicely with that one that I liked earlier that had all the purples and teals and pinks. I think, see, I'm actually going to rearrange. I'm going to pull this one out here. I think these two and this other pink one, look at those three together. I think that would make something really nice because all the colors kind of play off each other really nicely. This one is more of those browns and tans. That one almost looks like camo to me, like something a hunter would wear. I don't know that that's the color that speaks to me, but you know, everyone has their own personal fabric taste. This one is more of that navy with tan. I thought it was the same one I had earlier, but when I put them next to each other, I was like, no, this one's a little darker than that one. So they're similar, but just slightly different shades. So I have some blues, and you can see my thought process here. I'm trying to think about how I'm going to use these fabrics. Okay. This is so fun. So these are all fabrics from Singer. And what this is it's Singer Sewing Notions. So it's the classic Singer sewing machine. It's needles and threads. It says handmade. It's just so cute. This one is the classic dress forms. So these are things that seamstresses might have. And I know my mom said her mom used to make her clothes for her. So, you know, if you were in that era, you might be familiar with seeing dress forms. It's not something that I do, but I know it's a classic sewing motif. This is more of the sewing machines, and it's kind of a brown on a cream. So these are kind of neutral. And then there's a black, which will be a really nice accent. It's just a solid fabric, but I think it'll play nicely with the Singer fabric prints. I'm really excited about those. I can't wait to make something adorable with that. Okay, more solids. So here we have a dark green, a tan. Oh, you know what? This tan is gonna go perfectly with those Singer classic sewing notions because it's almost the exact same color as the spools of thread, that is going to make something gorgeous. I just know that's going to be beautiful. Okay, some light green, another solid. So I've got some solids to work with. But wait, there's more. Okay, I think we made it to the end of the bag. So 2 more solid prints. Thank you, Stitch Sparkle, for providing the fabrics for this video today. I'm really just tickled pink to have all these. Okay, so a nice array of solid prints. I am so excited. There's some really fun projects going to be made. Here's a close-up of those classic Singer notions. I just love these. This is just, I don't know if it comes across, but it's beautiful. It's so, I'm not normally attracted to neutral tones, but that's beautiful. Okay, here's a close-up of the embroidered cottons. These have a really nice texture. And then all the rainbow of batiks. And then our solid fabrics that I can mix in with all those fun prints. Oh my goodness, so much more. This one, the yellow daisies. And so I have all these solids now that I can mix in. So I think, just going back, this green, I think would go nicely with that possibly. Okay, the yellow daisies, this orange plaid. It's blue with white polka dots and little lemons. So cheerful, so bright, so cheerful. This is just like a background fabric. This is a solid. This print here, oh, I love this one. I think this is so pretty. Okay, this has little butterflies, blue butterflies, monarch butterflies, white daisies. This is like a holiday print because it's kind of like the shamrocks. I've got this really cute 4th of July one. This one is directional, so I'll have to be a little careful what I use this for because it's directional, but 4th of July, it is 250 years. So if you look at this little sampler of the Singer fabric program, they have all these different 4th of July prints right now because it is coming up. And then I've got a lot of these spring prints and fall prints, some of the solids to work with. This is one of their, patriotic prints. It's so pretty. Okay. This one, I'm not even sure what I'm gonna do with this yet, but just so much room for imagination. This one has all these little bows on it. Stars, stripes, bows. This one also goes with the patriotic prints. It's almost like little watercolor dots in blue and red on a white background. And then this one, I think this is so fun. It's like popsicles and ice cream. Perfect for summertime. Oh my goodness. So that's really fun. I'm gonna just show a couple things I've already made. So these little pot holders. Aren't these cute? So I just used the potato chip size block, 2.5 by 4.5. This is from one of the layer cakes that I got. So it's 10-inch pre-cut squares. This layer cake was called Daisies and Gnomes. And I just think it's darling. The little bumblebees, how cheerful is that? Okay. A little zipper bag. And I did a little accent colors on the bottom of that one. Playing with some of the brighter prints. This is a pillow with an envelope style enclosure on the back. So there's that one. Some of these little tiny mini baskets. I'm gonna try to get a tutorial up on these, but they're just little baskets. And she had given me also some of this medium weight interfacing is what I use so that it will stand. So the basket will actually stand. Okay. Some little quilted fabric coasters. And I did use some of that fabric on the back that has the kind of fun little stitching. I think they call that the embroidered cotton fabric. And so the one I picked had green and yellow, green with yellow stitching. And there's a lot of green and yellow in the prints that I chose to do on the fronts of these. And so kind of just 2 different sets. Really enjoyed that. Another little tiny basket. Okay. A larger basket, which could be used to store things on your sewing table. I did use some binding on the inside here so that there's no exposed seams. I thought that was really fun. And then I've been kind of just storing it by putting my other little mini baskets inside of here and putting these inside of there. So I can kind of keep everything nicely stored until it goes. These are all going to Chicago for the H&H Americas for the booth. So I am doing sample work of the Singer fabric for the booth, which is very exciting. There was a patriotic fat quarter bundle. So this I'll probably turn either into a small wall hanging or a pillow, but I pieced this last night. So I did 4 patches and some of the, you make like a half square triangle and then you add another solid on it so that you get the 3 colored half square triangles. And these are all from their patriotic fat quarter bundle. And then with one of the laser, the pink green spring layer cake. And then this pattern is Totally Tulips by Missouri Star Quilt Company. So this is gonna be a wall hanging to go in the booth. And then I have not even touched the classic Singer fabric yet, but I think the next thing I'm gonna get into is this fabric. It's just so fun with the sewing machines, the dress forms, and then all of this. This is probably what I'm gonna cut into next. It says handmade, high quality, 100%, which is what we all wanna do, right? And then I've got this nice tan and nice black to be accent colors for this. So I'm really excited about to make something with this. And then she also wanted me to do something with the 4th of July fabric. There's so much scope for the imagination. This has been the most fun project, and I will keep sharing snippets of what I'm working on and then get full tutorials up on some of these projects. Right now I'm kind of trying to hit a deadline because that show is May 3rd through 8th in Chicago. So I don't know how much tutorials I'll be posting this week, but tutorials on all of these will be coming, including the standing baskets and the quilted pot holders. So stay tuned for more. If you have a suggestion for something that you would like to see me make with any of these fabrics, drop me a comment and give me some ideas, because I have lots of fabric to work with right now. So give me your best ideas. Happy quilting!